wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di 5. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀, a máa gbé wálẹ̀.
It's a wrong information.
Please, sir. We don't even know the reason why.
Sir, it's okay. Sorry.
Who told you can talk? If you think that you take something, you are not the only one.
This platform, this is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. I'm Asu Peters, and we are back again on Matters Arising. And what is in the news today? Let us quickly have a recap on the top stories we have today, beginning with Tinubu, whom his promise, as people call it, fake promise, during the campaign in 2023 about reducing fuel price, resurfaced online, and it has been trending since morning. Let us quickly take that, and I'll be right back.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di 5. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀, a máa gbé wálẹ̀.
Ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀.
That is it from Tinubu's campaign in 2023 in Abuja, where he promised Nigerians that he will be bringing down the price of fuel. And also, in a recent follow-up post and news, where Tinubu was telling Nigerians to choose either to buy 1,000 naira per liter of petroleum or 200 naira for CNG. Now, the next video is actually the real deal for today. It is the desk breaker, Wike where he was seen in almost a physical fight with landowners in Abuja, just following after he had made a very indicting, I call it indicting statement about revocation of Julius Berger's land in Abuja, then met with landowners and now got into a street fight, sort of like a common tout, like a motor park tout. In fact, you guys have to see all of this. Once we are done, we'll come back and take it bit by bit. Don't go away and don't touch that dial.
You have seen this land here. When we were looking for where we get such a land to build, and I was driving around looking for empty land, and I got here, I saw this big land. I saw the big post, Julius Berger. So I didn't talk. I called the director of lands. Who owns that land? They said Julius Berger. When was it allocated? They said about 15, 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago, nothing has been done. I didn't bother. So I invited the MD Julius Berger to come. He came and we had dinner. I didn't talk about the land. So the next day, he was in the office and he saw the revocation letter as a matter of public interest. So he called me. But I had dinner with you. I said, yes, we had dinner. We didn't discuss about land. You are not the only one who has come. Don't work. You don't go to a place and seize land where I say, we won't allow that. We will not allow that. It's not for lawlessness. If you don't know what to do, then we'll teach you what you can do. Thank you.
What can we do, sir? What can we do, sir?
Thank you, sir. We are not land grabbers. We are developers.
Developers, what about developers?
We have
papers,
We have submitted this paper to the authority. Verifiable.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
You have your CFO.
Approval is there, sir.
Yes. You have your CFO.
This is area council.
Who told you? That's why you make hey, keep quiet. If you are an illiterate, you're an illiterate. Every man in the city belongs to the city.
We know.
And that was why
Now
went and sold land. He started doing anything. The Supreme Court said you don't have power. And all they did was to apply to us to please grant them that location and leadership. You don't sit here to talk
so do we go back to the area council? Do we go back to the area council and
Yes.
we're in court already.
But yeah, we'll take our hand. Not if you like, go and carry across. And the worst one is go and carry across. Who told you we have that?
We did not harass you, sir. It's a lie, yo. We did not harass them, oh. It's a lie, yo. It is a lie, sir.
Yes. You know I will listen to you. You have taken the laws into your hand.
No, we never did, sir.
It's a wrong information,
It's a wrong information.
Please, sir. We don't even know the reason why.
Sir, it's okay, sorry.
Who told you can talk? If you think that you take something, you are not the only one. You have to be careful. Stupid. Because I came there to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
If you don't know what to do, go and bring their guns.
No, sir.
No, sir. No,
We have no guns.
no, sir.
Even tear gas, you can't see it with us.
That is it from Wike's street fighting. Not for whatever you Now, the whole thing is just so shameful to see a federal minister in such altercation on the street. And you have seen the way Nigerians are behaving like people who are already captured. In fact, they are captured already. The way they are begging their oppressors as if to say they are no citizens. A public servant now telling the master, you don't have any say. You can't even speak. Who even give you the right to speak? Well, you have had it. Now you tell us what you can make of it. From the comment section, we are going to be taking your commentaries. And in case you are joining us and you want to speak live to this program to voice your opinion, which is actually why we are here, to give you a voice and to form a very formidable opinion and find a way out, because we Nigerians, especially those living in Nigeria, are in captivity, in the modern day captivity and slavery in a country they say it is our own, that everyone is equal before the law. We know that Nigeria has become an animal farm. In fact, worse than that, because it is the law of the jungle that applies, eat or get eaten. And the economic aspect of what Wike said in that video with respect to changing or revoking the what do you call it, the license or land ownership of Julius Berger, in that manner that he said it with such temerity and arrogancy. We are going to also look into that, the economic implication, in terms of when the government is saying they are bringing and attracting foreign investors to come into Nigeria to invest. This is the way the government is treating them, without any form. Somebody that you called in, you even have the audacity to bring the person so that you will tell him to his face that he wants nothing to you. So you call him for a dinner, and after the dinner, the following day you serve him paper that his property has been revoked. What a temerity. We are going to get your opinion on this very quickly. Let us have what you got to say on this. Meanwhile, let me bring in my trusted half in this program. Ndubisi Anelu, I think he is no more around. We hope to have him back again because it seems we lost him. We lost him through the connections, and we hope he's going to come back again to join us. But meanwhile, we're going to be taking your calls. We're going to be reading your commentaries to have your opinion on what is happening in Nigeria today. And to you in your area, what is actually happening in your own area. Let us have your opinion on that very quickly. Okay. We are also encouraging you to follow us on all our social media platforms, to like, subscribe on our YouTube channels. We are streaming on both YouTube channels, BVI channel 1, which is this very one, and BVI channel 1 plus, which is our backup channel on YouTube. Please endeavor to click on the subscribe button and also help us share this while we form a very formidable community to address some of the things that we are seeing in this country called Nigeria today. So from our commentary, we already have some people who are commenting. Michael Onyemamezu. Sorry if I didn't get your name correctly. Okay, pardon me actually. All right. I think we have Ndubisi back again. Ndubisi, unmute yourself. Hello.
Hello.
Aha. You are back again. We lost you the other time.
Yeah.
Just give us a second. Let us bring you back into the studio so that the people can see you while you rail out your opinion with respect to what we are discussing today. All right. The studio is working on bringing you on while we are having NDBC. We encourage you to join us. Those of you who are watching on the Facebook, we appreciate you. Those of you who are on Instagram, please go to Instagram and follow us there. All right. Go to Instagram and follow us there. It's very important you do. Okay. It's very, very important you do. We've got some few things that we needed to make sure they are in order. I guess something is quite wrong. Hang on while we try to bring you on the BC. Let's go to our Facebook for now and see those who are there. While we appreciate them for joining, we have Doc Sika Heka. Sorry about that. Doi Heka. We have your commentaries right there. Thank you for joining the program. We are still waiting for all of you to join this program as we relay the issues on ground. Okay, let us. Well, NBC, you heard what this guy said. What is his name? Tinubu. The promise he made to Nigerians that he will reduce the fuel price is trending everywhere, and today we know the condition of things. What do you have to say about that as an economist?
Sorry, Tinubu, I didn't follow that news.
I'm telling you, the news is about trending. Tinubu's campaign promise in Abuja, promising Nigerians that he will reduce fuel price. At that time, fuel was 200 naira. And today he's the president. And subsequently, he also threatened or asked Nigerians to choose between buying fuel for 1,000 naira and CNG for 200 naira. So I think in his opinion, he wants more Nigerians to go for CNG. So let's have your opinion.
Well, thank you, Tinubu, for having me today. And greetings to our viewers all over the world. Those who are following us, we appreciate you for being there. Now, Tinubu promised to reduce fuel price from 200 naira to somewhere down west. As at that time, he was saying it to win an election, And in his heart of all hearts, he knew what he wanted to do. And what he's doing is what we presently have. Now, if you ask my opinion as whether it's possible to reduce well from 200 naira to even 100 naira or 90 naira, yes, it is very possible. There are so many Nigerians who believe that such is not possible, that Nigeria will lose money, that Nigeria will not make money. That is not possible. For me, Chinedu, as a village economist, I see government as service to the people. And I see the essence of governance, or those in government, is to maximize social welfare. I mean service. Government is a welfarist organization. Government is not capitalist organization. Government is not there to make money. But as you can see, and I want the whole Nigerians and those following us to know that Nigerian government and perhaps African governments have not secured their economic and the political freedom. So most of their decisions, even the books they are reading, if the textbooks they are reading are all designed and structured by their colonial masters. So you need to think outside the box. Or even without the box at all, you think without any box for you to appreciate what I'm saying. Because there are so many who I have argued, even economists, even professors of economics, they keep on citing books from Western countries. According to McGregor, according to Keynes, according to Mills, according to Maslow, Abraham Maslow, they keep on quoting all sorts of names. That is why I'm different from them, because I'm a village economist. I don't quote anybody, but I use my common sense. So, well could be reduced to below 200 naira. That is the whole story.
Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, we can.
So on 1,000 naira side, Tinubu threatening Nigerians to either pay 1,000 or buy CNG. I'm sorry, Mr. President, you are quite wrong. You are addressing Nigerians like a motorbike driver or somebody in their of talking to yes. That is not how to manage it. Millions of Nigerians are jobless, including many people around me. Even myself is underemployed because whatever thing I'm receiving is not enough to take me home. So I mean, if there is an opportunity for people to make money, for me to make money through CNG, it's a policy thing. You just have to tell Nigerians, this is investment opportunity. I want 1 million people to invest in GND. I want these things to get down to the village. Once you show people how to make money, investors are everywhere begging to make money. So the problem Nigerian government have is that they want only few people, about 200 people or 1,000 people, to serve 200 million Nigerians. In fact, they have already designed it that some people will be servants and while others will be masters. They don't want you to be economically free. They want to reduce their purchasing power, just like Tinubu said. Tinubu said, I will reduce their purchasing power. Tinubu played that video over and over again. So from this his action, you can see that that is his own game plan, so that Nigerians cannot question policies. Nigerians will be too hungry to go to the street to protest. That is what our dear president is implementing. So there is no anybody telling me that is either you buy for 1,000 naira or CNC. How did you arrive at 1,000 naira? How much are you selling crude oil to Dangote? What is the cost of production by Dangote? So, Chinedu, anyway, let me pause now, unless if you have further questions.
For sure, more will still come by, and the issue of Wike, which is the most troubling one, which is actually the real thing that happened today. Wike, in his boldness a few days ago, said that he called MD of Julius Berger after having a dinner with him. The following morning, he sent him a letter that he has revoked his company's property. And the MD called him after receiving the letter from Wike, asked him, we saw last night, you didn't tell me about revocation of our company's property. He said we didn't talk about property yesterday. So there's no business of him discussing that with him. Now, you as an economist, Ndubisi, looking at the face of Nigeria, attracting foreign companies in Nigeria, what do you think the implication of Wike's statement? Because I know, but let us hear from the village economist before we now bring in other people, so that Nigerians will know where this government is dragging them to. Because when tomorrow they will come out to say, we are attracting foreign investors, we are bringing whatever, but the ones that are here, life is being sniffed out of them. Ndubisi village economists tell us, so that it not be that I'm talking too much.
You don't need to be an economist for you to understand that these guys are comedians. These guys are comedians. You don't need to even to go to school for you to understand that they are drunk with power. So they are creating content for Nigerians. They have created content for you.
It's not content, I disagree with you. Which kind of content is creating for me? Am I a content creator?
Wait, he's creating content for okay.
He's creating news, bad news, because it is a bad news for Nigerians.
It's bad news that trends in Nigeria. So you know what I'm saying is I started by saying that these guys are comedians. Wike is a comedian. He's just a comedian. See, he doesn't need to tell us that he held dinner party with Julius Berger and he revoked his. This thing is personal now. It's personal to the company. If he has any reason to revoke his property, there is always a procedure of doing that. You know, you have to send notice to the company. You have to write them and request for their response. Maybe within 24 hours or within 48 hours. Their lawyers will write. You will ask for their papers to bring their papers, because you can't tell me there's no way Julius Berger will be in that property without following process. Maybe the previous government, Buhari or Jonathan, has given them the property to stay there for public interest, because those guys are working for Nigerians. Though they are business people, but you know, as a contractor, certain compromise or concession must have been reached or arrived at. It's just like MTN constructing our roads from Enugu to Anambra State through their tax concession or tax holiday. Measure. But what I'm saying in effect, as a professional that understand the dynamics, that Wike and the lies are comedians that are not serious. Because for him to tell us this means that you want to mesmerize us. You want us to just be happy or angry. So there is nothing to talk about. But we all know that policy inconsistency, policy somersault scares investors. When government is not honest, or when government integrity is having question mark, is a big question mark on capital inflows or investors coming into the country. That's the elementary school knowledge. Even my son at basic 4, can respond to that. So for the benefit of this our audience, I will just tell them that Wike is a comedian and he's just not serious a person.
Okay, now the one more thing, because he never ended that place. After Wike had done his comedy, how do they call it? Stand-up comedy. For those he was addressing, I think it was during a program where he wants to dash. Some people say he's bribing the judges with land and housing and all that in Abuja. That is what they said. Now, during that program, after which he had made that commentary, he was seen in another video where he was almost in a fight. That's in a street fight with what do you call them? Landlords, landowners. At first, he called them land grabbers. Okay? Now, for the benefit of those who are just joined us, Ndubisi, permit me to go back to that video and relay it to our audience. I'll be right back.
You have seen this land here. When we were looking for where we get such a land to build, and I was driving around looking for empty land, and I got here, I saw this big land. I saw the big post, jealous beggar. So I didn't talk. I called the director of lands. Who owns that land? They said, jealous beggar. When was it allocated? They said about 15, 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago, nothing has been done. I didn't bother. So I invited the MD, Jonas Berger, to come. He came and we had dinner. I didn't talk about the land. So the next day, he was in the office and he saw the revocation letter as a matter of public interest. So he called me. But when I had dinner with you, I said, yes, we had dinner, we didn't discuss about land. You don't go to a place and seize land we won't allow that. We won't allow that. It's not for lawlessness. If you don't know what to do, then we'll teach you what you can do.
What can we do, sir? What can we do, sir?
Thank you, sir. We are not land grabbers. We are developers.
Developers, what about developers?
We have
papers, sir.
We have submitted this paper to the authority. Verifiable.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
You have your CFO.
Approval is there, sir.
Yes. You have your CFO.
This is area council.
This is area council.
Hold on. Who told you? That's why you make it. Hey, keep quiet. If you are an illiterate, you're an illiterate. Every land in the city belongs to the city.
We know.
And that was why
now
went and sold land. He started doing anything. The Supreme Court said you don't have power. And all they did was to apply to us to please down them that I give them CFO. You don't sit here to talk
so do we go back to the area council? Do we go back to the area council and
yes.
We're in court, sir.
But yeah, we'll take our land. Not if you like.
go and carry across, and the worst one you go and carry across. Who told you we are allowed to?
We did not harass you, sir. It's a lie, yo. We did not harass them, oh. It's a lie, yo. It is a lie, sir.
Yes. You know I will listen to you. You have taken the laws into your hand.
No, we never did.
We never did, sir.
It's a wrong information,
It's a wrong information.
Please, sir. We don't even know the reason why.
Sir, it's okay. Sorry.
Who told you can talk? Sorry, sir. If you think that you take something, you are not the only one. You have to be careful. Stupid. Because I came there to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
You don't know what to do. Don't bring their guns.
No, sir.
We have no guns.
No guns, sir.
Even tear gas, you can't see it with us.
That is how we saw it, my people. That is how we saw it. And Ndubisi, the Lord of Abuja, as they call him, is actually at it again. All right. The way he addressed those people, the people that have their papers, he's threatening to revoke their documents and they take back their land. In fact, and even when they are trying to explain to him the arrogance in even almost hitting one of them and telling him to his face, you don't have any say in this. Is it because, if you listen to that video, it is a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing, my people. Okay? And honestly, I don't know how to really address this kind of madness by public office holders. Ndubisi, how do you react to that? Then before we go up to our comment section and also start taking calls. You can unmute yourself.
All right, Chinedu, can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Like I said, Wike is a comedian. He's already celebrating that he has captured and conquered the people. He's power drunk. You can see it written all over him. It's like Animal Farm. The laws being on the upper room, drinking, whining, dancing with their girlfriends, while the lower animals are busy working in the farm. It's like servant-master relationship. Wike is the master, and the people are so happy and so excited.
If one can see Ayuabiko, they are Lord and Savior.
You can see them saying, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Hey, Chinedu.
So what?
These guys, but the judgment day will soon come. It doesn't last forever. If these guys, if they are not under the influence of something, you can see that they are under the influence of something. It's not me that will say that they are drunk or they are into drug. It's not me. I have not said that Wike is into drug, but you can see all those things written over. Even with his experience in River State, that the boy he met governor, he rigged into power. He rigged into power, turned against him. That has not taught him a lesson. He has not taught him a lesson that next week now, Jagaban can fire him. Jagaban can sack him from FCT. He has not occurred to him. Black men, Chinedu, I don't know. Chinedu, we have to relocate.
Relocate to where? To the moon.
I don't know. Maybe go to Ireland. Chinedu, maybe we can go to Ireland where good governance ministry. We will be giving people visa to come to the island.
In the island, you know, Kwaga.
We'll develop it now.
No,
we'll start developing it now.
Running away.
Ireland, where nobody lives.
Ah,
I don't know what is wrong with black people.
nothing is wrong with us apart from there is something that I published sometime. I'm going to publish in our page. I think this morning. I was telling them that this, I don't know, is this colonial thing? Does it have to do with colonial mentality? Does it have to do with that? Because they truncated our process.
It has to do with that.
They truncated our process. They took our identity. In fact, it's just like somebody that was raped, a virgin that was raped, and the person's purity and innocence was taken away from the person, and a new identity imposed on the person. To be honest with you, even the colonial masters themselves did not do as bad as this current colonial masters in the name of our political leaders. That is the truth. That's the truth.
No, colonial masters has to respect and human dignity. They have opportunity of taking over our land, but they respected us as indigenous people. They respected us as indigenous people. I'm telling you, they built schools for us. They built churches for us. They built hospitals for us just to take care of us.
And the people that enjoy all these things free of charge are the people in power, making lives miserable for the generations today. All of them enjoyed free education. Those in the military were sent on powerful training across the world. Many of them became professors on free education. But today, they have destroyed everything they have enjoyed. So would I actually say it is the colonial masters or the greed by Africans? Because the idea didn't start today. We can refresh the history. And that is why some African Americans are still angry with Africans in Africa. Because at the time when they sold our people into slavery, Oyibo man do not have what it takes to come into Africa to take us slavery without the help and sell out by Africans, by the chiefs who were longer throat, who wants to live above the rest of other people, and thereby selling their own people into slavery. The same thing is happening today. The same thing is still happening today. If a governor in Imo State could say that the campaign promise is promising to his suffering people is to evacuate them and take them to Canada so that they will continue their modern slave in that place. As a campaign, people were clapping for him. If something like that could happen in this our very before eyes, tell me what is worse than that happened in the past. Nothing. These guys will go abroad, stealing public funds, suffering masses will be here, dying of starvation and hunger, dying of sicknesses that can be easily treated. But they are taking all this money, boom, abroad. Stash them abroad. And we say it's the colonial people. It is our people and their greed. African leaders have problem. Now Africans themselves have become a problem unto themselves, and I keep saying it because that is the bottom line of this thing. Because looking at these people who we are talking with Wike, begging him, pleading with him, whereas they knew that they went through due process to acquire those lands. The government did not ask these people, why have you not developed these properties before trying to revoke it? Have you asked these people, even the government itself, what investments have they made to open up that place for development? What plan have they put in there? Have they put in tarred roads there? Have they done their own bit as a government? The answer is capital no. But he is quick to come in now with bulldozers to reclaim people's property and now dash it to his benefactors. We know who they could be. Ndubisi, and what we've also man wiki kuo. Maybe in a ndem madomalo. Can the people let the people know where this government is dragging them to? That is what we are saying. I know people are afraid to talk about these things, but we must speak it. Somebody has to say this truth, undiluted. NWC.
Yeah, Chinedu, you know one thing. What you are doing is that you are showing the people the light. You are giving people courage. You are in Nigeria here. You are showing your face. Me, people know me. I'm showing my face. There are so many people in my class that cannot come out here to talk. If they see me on the street, they say, "Hey, Tinubu will arrest you. Soludo will arrest you." People are dying, but they are afraid of. Many people are mortuary. Many have died. Many couldn't even feed their family. Many their wives are slapping them because they don't have money. Yet they are afraid to speak out. So what we are offering people is that there is light. Then we. So if we continue to do that, people will muster courage to start speaking out. What it takes is that to speak out, speak boldly and courageously to authority. Speak to. But I don't want to take side with Wike because Wike is representing government. What you should have done is to call the area council. I look at hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go on. Well, we can't see you. Well, go on.
Hello, Chinedu.
Go on. We can see you. We can hear you, actually. Well, we can no longer see you, but continue. We are hearing you. That is the most important thing. It seems network is really playing prank on you. Go on. We are seeing you.
Okay, like Chinedu, like I was saying, uh, uh, I said that the right thing Wike would have done if he is serving the people, if he understands that office you're occupying is meant to serve the people, that he is the servant of the people and there to deliver public goods. If he understands that he is the servant of the people, at least he should have shown empathy. And you know, any rational minded human being would invite those property owners to FCT, interview them one after the other, look at their documentation. If that property were acquired from council, Wike as the governor of FCT has the power and authority to invite those council, whether they are still sitting or whether it's the former people, wherever they are, even if they are in America, he is in better position to invite them for questioning. So that is the right thing FCT minister should have done. Instead of just using muscle, telling them that I have taken, you can go to court. You know, I called him, he's an emperor. He's behaving like somebody who is the master of the people. So I have no apology for that.
Well, what you said is not far-fetched anyway. And honestly speaking, it's a terrible thing. Wike is behaving like he owns everything and everything revolves around him. But hammer on that now, you are just an ordinary human being. When you sleep, you don't even know who is lying next to you. You don't even know how you wake up. You are minister of this. You are minister of that. Do you know who I am? That is the only time you remember you have security guards. That is the time you start remembering all your achievements, your position in the society, because you woke up. When Wike is claiming that or saying that, because he did say that during the time he was addressing the judges, that every person deserves a house, a roof over their head. But those who are more important to government are the privileged already in the society. These ones that Wike is trying to take their land from them, those guys or those people, they are not asking Wike to come and build the house for them. You understand? But Wike is taking this land from them to go and build for people who already have houses in different places. That's why when people say that he is using these things to bribe the judges, that Wike had become the wonder boy anytime anyone wants to buy any judgment. That is what they say. I read it every place on various news platforms. The opinion of Nigerians. And from the whole thing, it looks clearly that what he's doing is a direct, in fact, in a civilized society, that should not be done. There are ways to do things. And the independence of the judiciary, you are here dashing them houses and the rest of that. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't have houses. But is it that they have not had houses before now? Just like we always witness in the National Assembly, anytime they have new dispensation, they will allocate new houses for them. The National Assembly quarters is no longer the place for them. Why they have already occupied those places and taken possession as their personal properties, as the case might be, I don't know. But every day you are squandering money and giving to those who already have so much, and depriving and taking from those who are struggling to have. Wike's position is saying, you just wake up one morning to revoke property. Have you asked why those properties have not been developed? Because that is what he was saying. Or any property that is not developed in Abuja, he will revoke it. He will revoke it. Have you asked the people you are revoking their properties if they have the means to develop it? Especially in this current economic dispensation, which his government have plunged Nigerians into. About this. But it is Nigerian people. It is Nigerian people that will always be victims of this. Until they rise up and free themselves, there is no hope for them. NWC, you want to say something?
No, I want to say that under this present dispensation, what it takes for you to be in government is for you to be fraudulent. What it takes you to remain in power is just for you to work against the people. I've just noticed one thing. Once you are working against the people, once you are working against the people and doing everything possible to please people in positions of power, both at government houses, state level, local government level, federal government level, across different levels of government. What Nigerian politicians appreciate so much is praise singers.
Psychophants.
It doesn't matter whether you are fraudulent or not. It's not important to them. Chinedu, you know that woman, that woman that was minister for women affairs. He was sacked today.
Okay.
This is a woman that took over that lady that was accusing Army General for forcefully
sexual harassment.
Yes. That was the woman. The woman took over the lady and promised to give her a job. That was the woman that is harassing all the permanent secretaries in her ministries for organizing conferences here and there, spending millions of naira organizing.
The only woman that is after public interest, actually, in that cabinet.
But she was sacked today.
Nigeria has happened to her, actually. That's the right word.
And replaced with another person.
a more corrupt individual, perhaps.
You can see this man, Joe Ibokwe. Joe Ibokwe is crying to them.
Don't mind that one.
Crying that APC Nigeria has happened to him.
It's a terrible thing.
Even our friend Spencer, that is APC man. But last time he agreed with me that this government is not doing well.
No, you shouldn't agree. They should continue. They are the bandwagons. I don't need to say, did I not tell you? They have plunged Nigerians into a big mess. I don't blame them. In fact, even when you are saying you want to run away from Nigeria, running away from Nigeria is no longer possible. How many Nigerians can afford it? If you want to run away, Jakta, as they call it, how many people can afford it in Nigeria with the current economic situation? To Jakta, to go and become a new modern slave in another man's country. Very expensive. Chai. Hello, man. Andy. Nigeria, many people doesn't realize that. Now, what is the way out? Can I make up or up because he can do tata? Honestly, it's terrible.
Anyway, the way forward is for the message to continue, the gospel, according to good governance ministry, to continue. People have to be sensitized, and they have to understand that the only way forward is for them to do the right thing and follow whoever that know the way. Because there are some people that know the way. They just have to follow them. Because this guy, what's his name, barrister? Hey, this human rights guy, lawyer in Abuja, he said if Obi and Article and Kwankwaso, if they like, let them come together. Tinubu will still defeat them. Why is he saying that? According to him, as long as this IRF, according to this present electoral law, cannot be amended to allow transmission of results on online basis from polling booth to central server. Anybody going for 2027 election is just wasting his time. The person would rather invest that money in gambling, like bet Niger, instead of using it for election. After seeing what happened in Edo State, what happened in Edo State, what happened in Imo State, where these guys just mindlessly, recklessly, they didn't care about the people. Truth results and sent to INEC returning officers to announce. And they did it
with impunity.
Openly and without minding anything, the consequence. Because they believe they have conquered the people.
Okay.
They have conquered the military. They have conquered everybody.
And we say for the benefit of those who just joined us, let us quickly recap on what we are talking about today. We are talking about the Tinubu's promise of reducing fuel price during the 2023 election and the reality of today, where he's telling Nigerians to choose between buying 1,000 naira per liter fuel or go for CNG. In another turn of event, Wike also was seen making a blab and also engaging in a free-for-all fight, as some may call it, on the street with landowners in Abuja. Let us quickly recap on that, and when we come back, we will start wrapping it up on today's Matters Arising. Don't forget, this program is live and direct. It is streaming on our Facebook page, BVI Channel 1, and also on our Instagram. You can search that as well. It's also streaming on our other YouTube channel, which is BVI Channel 1 Plus. And we are trying to open up on streaming live on X and also on TikTok. Make time to join us there, follow us there, and stay connected where you will hear undiluted truth. Okay, let us quickly have a recap on that very incident. Let's take that immediately. I'll be right back.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ti ọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di bàbá. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀, a máa gbé wálẹ̀.
Ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀. Ìwúntàfẹ́ kọ́lọ́wọ́ ṣe. You have seen this land here. When we were looking for where we get such a land to build, and I was driving around looking for empty land, and I got here, I saw this big land. I saw the big post, jealous beggar. So I didn't talk. I called the director of lands. Who owns that land? They said, jealous beggar. When was it allocated? They said about 15, 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago, nothing has been done. I didn't bother. So I invited the MD, Jonas Berger, to come. He came and we had dinner. I didn't talk about the land. So the next day, he was in the office and he saw the revocation letter as a matter of public interest. So he called me. But I had dinner with you. I said, yes. We had dinner, we didn't discuss about land. You don't go to a place and seize land we won't allow that. We won't allow that. Thank you, sir. It's not for lawlessness. If you don't know what to do, then we'll teach you what you can do. Thank you.
What can we do, sir? What can we do, sir?
Thank you, sir. We are not land grabbers. We are developers.
Developers, what about developers?
We have
papers.
We have submitted this paper to the authority. Verifiable.
Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Approval is there, sir. Nice. You have your cell phone.
This is area council.
Who told you? That's why you make it. Hey, keep quiet. If you are an idiot, you're an idiot. Every man in the city belongs to the city.
We know.
And that was why
now
went and sold land. He started doing anything. The Supreme Court said you don't have power. And all they did was to apply to us to please grant them the allocation and give them your phone. You don't sit here, you need to talk.
So, do we go back to the area council? Do we go back to the area council and
yes.
We're in court, sir.
But yeah, we'll take our land. Not if you like, go and carry across. And the worst one is go and carry across. Who told you we have that?
We did not harass you, sir. It's a lie,
We did not
harass them, it's a lie, It is a lie, sir.
You know what I will say to you? You have taken the most into your hand.
No, we never did, sir.
It's a wrong information,
It's a wrong information.
Please, sir. We don't even know the reason why.
Sir, it's okay, sorry.
Who told you can talk?
Sorry, sir.
If you think that you take something, you are not the only one. You have to be careful. Stupid. Because I came there to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Don't bring their guns.
No, sir.
We have no guns.
No guns, sir.
Even tear gas, you can't see it with us.
We saw from Wike, that arrogance is really mind-boggling. All right, we'll be closing this series today, and we hope that more of our people will be able to join us subsequently. But meanwhile, we appreciate those who are watching us from the Facebook and those of you who joined us on the YouTube, on both our YouTube channels, BVI Channel 1 and BVI Channel 1 Plus. All right, Oga Max, if I'm not mistaken, Oga Max, we thank you for joining the program. Your commentary says here, has any political leader fulfilled campaign promise? That reacting to Tinubu's fake promise of reducing fuel, and also reacting to Wike, saying Wike is acting like a god. All right, that is it for on that. And on Facebook, we appreciate Ebube Emmanuel, who said Tinubu, the Nigerian fellow, Wike, the Nigerian Ahab of Jezebel. In his commentary. We have Dor Heka. Thank you for watching. We also have Excellency Nwamuruma. Thank you for watching. We also have Ebube Emmanuel, who made that very biblical comment. Thank you for watching. Kia N is also watching. We appreciate you. That's Kia. If I'm not mistaken your name, please pardon me. Thank you for watching. Dorothy Ogozi is also watching. We appreciate you. Mark Dedon, thank you for coming in. Prince Ogugwa, we appreciate you. Yinka Adeniji, thank you for joining the program tonight. And also, we have Nkuma Iroha. We have a lot of you here. Thank you all for joining. Wanonoha, thank you. Macro Ben the Ben, thank you anyway for watching, and we hope you keep sharing these videos so that more people can see and join us on this series every evening, 5 to 7 p.m. We started a little bit late today because of some hiccups, but we promise to be more prompt in our timing. All right, thank you so much. Keep sharing, keep dropping the comment, keep expanding the house. If you are still joining us for the first time, please make sure to click on this follow button, on the like button, or on the subscribe button in any of the platforms you are watching us from, whether on Instagram, whether on the YouTube or on Facebook, as we are still opening up our presence on TikTok. And also on X account, we also already have an account there, which we hope that you also follow us from there. And very soon, we are going to be streaming live from there. So let us make a very big family where we exchange ideas, form opinions to better our society. I still remain Absolute Chinedu Peters, hoping to have you back again tomorrow, same time on Matters Arising. Stay blessed at all time, and also stay connected to this platform where we give you a voice. And on this note, I'm saying bye-bye for now.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ti ọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di bàbá. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ àmàgbéwálẹ̀.
It's a wrong information.
Please, sir. We don't even know the reason why.
It's okay, sorry.
Who told you can talk?
Sorry.
If you think that you take something, you are not the only one.